Welcome to Hope for Tomorrow, a Plan for Today, the first annual town hall meeting on autism.
A lot of parents are interested in whether they should be using medications, and specifically we're interested in Namenda, and I want to know if there have been any actual studies.
What studies are going on?
What evidence is there for?
What advice would you give to families? How are the districts going to look at this?
There's a correlation between in vitro fertilization and autism spectrum disorders.
At some point in time, you have to look at the data and you have to say, this isn't it. We have to move on to something else.
For instance, if the school system is not serving your child correctly, find out why.
You need to know how to talk to people that have the power to change things.
And the family brought forward the case to the Vaccine Compensation Fund.
Cure and recovery sometimes are in the eye of the beholder.
But I think there's now a broadened view of what autism is, which I think leads us further down the line to causes, potentially.
What did you think of this information this morning?
Oh my God, it was breathtaking. It was wonderful. It was very uplifting. You had the medical, and then you also had the advocacy side, which was great.
It was really interesting to have a group of professionals who have so much experience and to be able to pull out information that they had to share that could help so many other children and so many families.
Most families with autism are really desperate for good information, so I think having this type of forum is particularly important, especially when we don't have access to famous doctors from all over the country.
I'm very impressed. I've been to a lot of conferences, and a lot of times there's a lot of information that I already know, or a lot of information about what they are not doing. But today I found out a lot about what they are doing and what they are trying to do and what some of the limitations are, and that's very important to me.
Understanding the research and what's going on right now is critical to what I do out there in the real world of education.
Would you like to see an event like this again?
Yes, I think it's very positive. I think it's great. I like the format of it. I think it was really good.
And I'm hoping it's putting some myths or misinformation to rest that's out there.
Opened my eyes to a lot of new ideas.
And other friends that didn't appear today that we can share with them also what we learned today. Took a lot of notes.
What scares me is that autism has become a business, at least in Southern California, as I'm sure it is probably in the rest of the nation, but definitely in here. And I think, as some of the speakers said, parents are grasping at anything. And so I'm hoping it's going to consolidate and really give them food for thought as they work to make the best lives for their children.
I have written down all kinds of information that's going to help me with my daughter.
I wish that this would be every day, every week, if possible.
I intend to take it back to the teachers that I supervise. I very often do speaking groups. I intend to give this information to the groups that I present to, as well as to when I'm meeting with parents.